What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. As Congress is fighting to try to fix Social Security, we're seeing new plans emerge. Also, as the extra SNAP benefits are ending here at the end of February for tens of millions of Americans. Some states are stepping up and increasing benefits to, well, fix the end of the extra benefits. I'll give you the details of that here in this video as well. Also, Republican Senator Rick Scott is at the center of the controversy of fixing Social Security benefits. This comes as the most recent report from the Congressional Budget Office says that Social Security and the Medicare Trust Fund could run out of money as early as 2032, which is only 9 years away. That's right. So the problem is that more and more baby boomers are retiring here per day, and they're now taking their retirement and no longer paying into. And also the cost of living adjustments, the last two were the largest since 1981. And the last one, the 8.7% increase, which is now going into effect here in 2023, was the fourth largest COLA raise ever. So more and more money is being depleted out of Social Security than expected. And really, Congress has known about that they've had to fix Social Security for many, many years, for decades, actually. So this is not a brand new problem. If you've kind of known about this, you've probably known about this for a while. But Congress has not been able to come to an agreement for years. And the problem is it's getting closer and closer and closer. And the closer it gets, the more and more of a problem it becomes, because the money is dwindling faster and faster and faster. And now they're 9-10 years away from the money running out of money. So it's becoming more and more of an issue. Here's what Senator Rick Scott, a Republican from Florida, he used to be the governor from Florida, has to say. And he also says that President Biden cheated on his taxes and should resign. Take a listen here.
Despite President Biden's claim Republicans want to cut back on social services, he himself, by the way, tried to end spending on all federal programs back when he was a senator. Watch this.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Pretty interesting, isn't it? Senator Rick Scott, Republican from Florida, joins me now. Respond to that, Senator.
Well, what a hypocrite. He accuses Republicans that they want to cut Medicare and Social Security. I've never suggested that. I said we got to preserve them. All right. In my plan, I said we ought to tell the public how we're going to preserve them. But he wants to accuse us of something he's done. He's tried. He had a bill that would do it, and he's fought and fought and fought to cut Medicare and Social Security. I mean, what a hypocrite. He's coming to my state right now. I put an ad up. I mean, this guy ought to resign. He's a complete failure, and he's lied about these things.
You know, he's going to be on this campaign trail today. He continues to hammer away, despite your response and the response of other Republicans. And Edward Lawrence report pointed out it was all federal programs to be sunset every 5 years to kind of reevaluate where it was. It wasn't just Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security, right? They're just taking a section of that proposal and then exploiting it.
Yeah, and I said, if it's worth keeping, which, you know, it's clearly worth keeping, think about this. Would you say that anybody, Republican or Democrats, want to shut down our military? Well, guess what? We do that every year. We don't fund that for 5 years. We don't have a permanent military. Every year we go through, we've done it every year, the National Defense Authorization Act. We pass it every year. We've done it for 62 years. But would you say that everybody in Congress wants to shut that down every year? No, he's a hypocrite. And by the way, you know, he didn't pay his own taxes that should have gone in to preserve the Medicare program. He used a loophole, all right? And now he wants to change that loophole.
Sorry, Senator, that's my next question. You alluded to it. You have a new ad running in Florida, and it says President Biden should resign. You say he cheated on his taxes. It's a strong accusation, is it not?
Well, he did. I mean, he used a loophole to not take the income in that would require him to pay a Medicare tax on that. And so then now he's trying to change that loophole. I mean, people don't, I don't know anybody else that's doing that. Right? I mean, he did it just to not pay the additional Medicare taxes.
Yeah, so you can let me know your thoughts on this. And also, this is one of the reasons why presidents, modern day presidents, everyone until former President Donald Trump have released their tax returns. Now, of course, we actually have former President Donald Trump's tax returns because the House subpoenaed him. He refused. Of course, he didn't release them while he was in office. And then now the Supreme Court said he had to release them. And now they've been released to the public. So this is kind of one of the reasons why modern day presidents, Biden released him, Obama released him, the Bushes released them, release them is so that if your presidents, if they're taking in money, from Ukraine or from Russia or China or anything like that, you can see their tax returns. Yeah, so you can let me know your thoughts on that. Okay. Also, SNAP benefits. This is a very big issue for a lot of people because there's over 40 million Americans on SNAP benefits are ending here at the end of this month, literally in a few days, the extra SNAP pandemic bonus benefits, okay? So they're going back to the previous original amounts, which goes really all the way back to like 2020, so years ago, for the people that were getting the extra SNAP bonus. And I'll put it on the screen here so everybody can see the details. Yeah, so SNAP benefits will be returning to pre-COVID amounts here at the end of February, basically in March. Some states will be getting their bonus payments in March because February payments. But I wanted to show you this here. I actually got this from a viewer, Mrs. Morrison. She actually messaged this to me, so thank you so much for telling me about this. But New Jersey is one of the states stepping up to fill the gap here. New Jersey will be nearly doubling the SNAP benefits for struggling families as the federal pandemic aid winds down. Hopefully there'll be more states doing this, but check this out. This is really good news here, and maybe more as well. New Jersey families most in need of help will soon be getting more because of a bill signed by Governor Phil Murphy. The new law will see that families enrolled in the SNAP program, also known as food stamps to some people, continue to receive $95 after the pandemic assistance from the federal government stops at the end of this month, which is truly amazing. This almost doubles the minimum monthly food assistance that low-income families in New Jersey receive, from $50 to $95. So note here that that's the minimum amount of food assistance that families can receive. Okay, so that's just the minimum. Your results may vary. The bill Murphy signed also allows the state to cut back its contributions if federal aid is extended, as long as the monthly minimum is met. Murphy said the end of the federal assistance would leave a significant gap for many families and put thousands of families at risk of being food insecure. Saying, quote, "I shared my belief that after coming together to overcome the pandemic, there could be no greater common purpose than ensuring that every member of our New Jersey family has enough food to eat." Very, very noble, I think. Again, I'm not from New Jersey, but I thought that this was very, very good. He believes that the only state to set an across-the-board minimum benefit, he believes that New Jersey is the first to do this here. Wow. The program has about 769,000 individuals enrolled from almost 400,000 households as of November. By the way, Murphy just last year signed legislation making New Jersey the first state to establish a minimum benefit that was $50. The federal minimum is only $23, which a lot of you probably know that exact number. It was $20 last year, went up to 23. So last year he signed a minimum to make it 50, and now he's going to make the monthly minimum to 95. When again, the federal minimum is only $23. So absolutely amazing. New Jersey just really stepping up here across the plate for low-income families. Hopefully more states do this. I'll keep you up to date. If you know of any other states, please comment down below in the comment section. You can read through that or comment down below if you know of any. Also, I want to share this with you. Medicaid for food purchases. Biden administration approves new state requests. This could be a big thing going forward. There's over 89 million people on Medicaid or Children's CHIPS program. Medicaid recipients who find it hard to afford soaring food prices will soon get a boost thanks to the Biden administration's decision to allow Medicaid benefits to be used for groceries in certain states. And this could be expanded here in the future. The administration has started approving state requests to use Medicaid to pay for food and nutritional counseling. So the key here is to use Medicaid to pay for food, the Wall Street Journal reported. The move comes amid broader policy discussions about whether food as medicine programs can lead to health benefits and lower costs. I mean, yeah, if you need food, it definitely is a big deal, right? Going hungry is probably one of the most important things, right? Overall food prices in the United States rose 10.3% on an annual basis as of January 2023. The food at home index climbed 11.3%, and at one point it was up 13.5%. Medicaid is not normally used for food purchases. Instead, it provides health coverage for millions of Americans, including low-income adults, children, pregnant women, elderly adults, and people with disability. Last fall, the U.S. Center for Medicare and Medicaid approved a test program that allowed Arkansas to spend up to $85 million in federal and state funds on health-related needs. This includes nutrition counseling and healthy meals preparation. Similar programs were just previously approved for Oregon and Massachusetts. So that would be Arkansas, Oregon, and Massachusetts can now apparently start using this for healthy meal preparation. Arkansas, Oregon, and Massachusetts. This is something that is building momentum, but it's not something that everyone supports. Some critics say that using Medicaid benefits to pay for food is unnecessary since low-income adults already have access to government food assistance through SNAP. But as we know, SNAP benefits were just cut for millions of Americans. One, because of the Social Security cost of living increase, and two, because of the pandemic emergency benefits that are ending here at the end of February. So this could be a nice other type of bump here for millions of Americans on Medicaid. Right now it's only for 3 states, but it could be increasing for more states here in the future, and I will keep you up to date. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon after you subscribe. It's completely free to do so. Also, thanks so much for liking and share these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information. Remember, new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here is a video about Congress that just sent out a terrifying message for millions of Americans and people on SNAP benefits. And here is a video about Russia just told their citizens that the U.S. declared war against them. That's right. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.